Toronto Emergency Medical Services Safe City program delivers the following services to the citizens of Toronto: first aid training, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, and automated external defibrillator training, also known as CPR and AED. Today, I want to focus on our public access defibrillation program. It's known as a PAD program. We provide training and defibrillators for all city-owned buildings as part of this initiative. Toronto EMS Safe City also assists other organizations in their implementation of their PAD programs. For example, the Toronto Police Services, the Toronto District School Board, Go Transit, the TTC, and most recently, the Toronto Catholic District School Board. The objective of a PAD program is to train targeted responders to provide good quality CPR and use an AED for the victims of sudden cardiac arrest. In 2008, the Toronto EMS Safe City program assisted the Mikey Network with the placement of AEDs in all of the TDSB high schools in Toronto. In the past 2 years, our program has saved 18 people, 3 of them high school students, like Danny Wu of Harvard Collegiate. The staff at Harvard Collegiate saved Danny's life by recognizing he was in sudden cardiac arrest, and they started their internal emergency response. This included starting CPR and using the AED to shock Danny's heart back into life. Their actions saved Danny's life. Get trained and learn to save somebody's life. Danny is here today because of CPR and using an AED.
I'm Rodrigo Fuentes. I'm the proud principal of Harvard Collegiate, and I'm here to talk to you today, a good news story, a success story about the training that we've had here and the quick thinking of our vice principal, our lifeguard, and one of our teachers.
I'm Janice Gladstone, vice principal at Harvard Collegiate, and I just want to tell you a little bit about what happened the day that Danny Wu basically died on our pool deck.
All of a sudden, his heart stopped. 2 of his classmates noticed that he was in distress. They brought him over to the side, and quickly we removed Danny out of the water.
And as soon as I got there, by the way Brian was saying, call 911, get help, immediately my training kicked in, and it sounded so much like all the drills that we had done.
Shortly after, Danny went VSA, and it just seemed that everything clicked in. Due to the training that I've had, the staff had here at Harvard Collegiate, we went through the whole protocol.
So I ran back to here and opened this. Check this out. And pulled the AED out, ran back.
EMS was contacted right away. We have a 4-minute window span before brain damage can occur.
We ended up putting the paddles on Danny and following the instructions on the defibrillator, which said, you know, administer a shock. And we did, and it revived him. He ended up needing 3 shocks, and we found out after the fact that the shocks were absolutely required. His heart had gone into, had basically flatlined, and we had to get it started again.
Working on Danny doing CPR, basically went into a zone. All that training, all those years, just basically took over. It was definitely a life-changing moment for myself, for Danny, and everyone else involved. I can't tell you how important it is to get the training.
So if it weren't for the AED, you know, he wouldn't have survived. If it weren't for the CPR, he wouldn't have survived. If it weren't for our training, he wouldn't have survived. And really, it's something anybody could do. We
know what the training can do. We're a testament to that. Danny's a testament to that, and it's absolutely needed. And we're thankful that we had the defibrillator here that helped to save his life.
You never think you're going to use it until one day you actually use it. The Mikey Network, putting out the AEDs in schools, that's what really saved Danny, our teamwork. And I'd also like to thank Toronto EMS for providing all the training.
When we started the training and the practicing, you never think you're going to need to use it. And I think that for most of us, we go through life not needing to, and that's great. But one day here, we needed to use it. And because of the quick thinking, because of the training, and because of the teamwork of our office staff, our hall monitors, everyone else, we were able to save the life of a student.
Hi, my name is Danny Wu, and it's hard to believe that this little machine has saved my life. I'd like to thank Toronto EMS and also the Mikey Network for donating all these machines in Toronto schools. And also I'd like to thank the EMS for giving the training necessary to save my life.
To take training with Toronto EMS, you can find us at www.torontoems.ca.